Hi guys, and welcome to my free module on how I create these print-on-demand journals in Canva. So I designed these all in Canva using elements that can be sold on Etsy, right, or Amazon or wherever you prefer to sell them. So these are great to sell as a print-on-demand option, right? Because journals are like trendy at the moment, and like I did here, you can make them customizable. Like on my journal, I said you could like put your name on it, but you don't necessarily have to do that. It could just be like a normal journal that you can sell. Like a lot of people do, like moon journals, like very girly journals, maybe whatever you prefer. Today I'm going to do like a moon journal, right? I mean, so basically, in Printify. Okay, guys, so in Printify, they have limited like journal options in terms of like what kind of journal you want. But in this case, I mean, it's just line journals, right? So it's not going to be like a crazy like you can't like customize what's inside of it, is what I mean, right? So like your option on Printify are like normal journals with like line paper. That's totally fine, right? So you see, there's a bunch of journals here. So we can go ahead and go. So just sign up for printify.com, right? It's pretty easy. You just log in with your email, and then from there you can sync it to your Etsy store or wherever you sell, really, right? It's gonna be for Shopify, Amazon. I'm selling on Etsy at the moment. So you see there are several options that they have here: journal rule line, hardback journal, journal blank, just plain paper, line paper. So we'll go ahead and just go like with this standard one, like the hardback journal. Right? So you see they have it here for your design on it, right? Okay, so let's go ahead. We'll go start designing. Okay. So it has to follow like these dimensions. So they have the template here, right? So you can choose to like upload 2 images to fit here into this template, or you can do all one image. I'm just going to do 2 images just to, because I find it's easier just to just go ahead and get started that way. But you can be specific and like use the dimensions and just follow the template. But I'm going to insert like 2 images for the front and back just so it's easier to follow for you guys. That's what I do anyway, to be honest. So I'll create a design, and I think so the dimensions they mention are like let me see. Okay. So there you go. We have a blank image here. So this is one I have, right? So if you haven't seen my previous like trainings or don't know about my program, like I basically the key to like the visual you want to use would be based on what kind of store you have or like what kind of niche or keywords you're using, right? Like for example, like my shop is based on like cottagecore, right? So I made like a cottagecore themed journal, right? So in this case, it really depends if you're a new seller or an existing seller. I think this advice is more if you're like just getting started, don't know what to do. Like I generally recommend that you follow like a theme for your store. So for example, if you want a girly brand, you might want to have all pink girly journals, right? Not that you can't have variety, but like this is just part of like my trainings for sales, right? But only take the advice that you feel that you want to take. You don't have to follow everything I'm saying. I'm just saying if you're a new seller, um part of like if you're wondering like what you want to design, you don't know what to design yet, you may want to look into like what kind of aesthetic or vibe, right? And I define that further in my program for you, right? So you can get into like what type of like community you want to like to sell to, right? The keywords, the hashtags to use, all of that. But like I said, that's beyond what we're doing here. But that's just to mention. So I have a cottagecore themed journal here, right? So, but for this training, we're gonna do like a witchy moon vibe, right? So let's go into rawpixel.com. This is a site where you can use royalty-free images, right? Okay, so let's see. So I'm gonna go. So we're gonna do like a moon vibe journal. Let's go moon. So the first thing I'm gonna do in Canva is I'm going to go to background here and just set it to black. Okay, so search for moon, and you see there's so many cool options here, and these are all great that you can like sell with these elements. They're like royalty free. Okay, so maybe I want to put something like this, right? You see. So you guys want to make sure that you're in the free tab, right? You can definitely register, right? It's like $10 a month, but like if you're really simple like me, maybe you just want the free tab, right? So we have like many options available here in the free tab. We see all these like gorgeous designs, right? So let's see. Let's see. Okay, so different, sorry, there's like different moon faces here. So we can go into each one, go free download, right? So otherwise, also like just like to copy it, right, and just put it in. But I think they have like the transparent, like these little squares, like with a background remover. Yeah, it's fine. So you can do like this, do a moon. And then Canva has excellent elements too, right? That can be sold on Etsy or Amazon, right? Because they have like the copyright license. So I want to go into go to spiritual elements here, right? And go into like graphics maybe, right? And then you see we have like these cool like designs, right? That I might want to put, right? Okay, so you see that's really pretty, right? And that looks really pretty so far, right? So it's like our main design. So like now let's think of other things, right? Maybe I'll add a couple more moon faces. Because you see like the spiritual slash bohemian niche, and that kind of circles back to cottagecore a bit. Like anything within like, the spiritual niche or like boho niche guys are like generally pretty lucrative. Like so, but in terms of like a feminine energy and like my viewers who are women, I think like it's very good for like creative women, right, who want a creative space to still make money. Like designing like spiritual themed journals might be something that's up your alley, that feels good for your energy, right, versus some other strategy or selling a different way that like stresses you out, right? Like for me, like I like to combine like being a bit artsy with business because that's like good for my feminine energy, right guys? So but that's just a tip. So I'm going more into the moons here. I'm just gonna copy it. um Okay, so it doesn't look good because of the face. So I'm going to uploads. Okay, so I paste it in. I'm going to like shrink it to match. I'm going to go something like this, right? And I can copy it and paste it again with control and then the V or just edit paste. And then I'm going to edit image, or sorry, I'm going to flip, and then I'm going to flip it horizontally so it mirrors that other moon. Okay, so this is cute, right? Maybe like this. So we could also go into elements here and add some dimension to our graphic, right? So I can search for holographic, right? And then I'm going to see what I can put, right? Like I like these like glowy things, right? Like you can put, I think you can also search for like glow. Yeah. And do any of these as well. Like these are really good for like effects to add more dimension, or even like this, right? Like that's like really nice if you wanted to add it maybe. Um, so we can do something like this maybe, see how that turns out. Go position backward or to the back, right? We can even adjust the transparency on the top right hand here, and that's a 0, and then maybe something like that. Right, guys? And then we can maybe add like this is nice, right? So you can put something like this, position to the back, right? And we can, that's a 0, and we can like adjust that transparency a bit. And maybe like move it something like this, right? Um, right? Ah, something like that's good, right, guys? In general. So next, see, adjust the transparency some more. So next, we can do like you can put like a goddess, right? Go down magic recommendations. There's more. Let me see. So you can put something like that, right? If we wanted to. Right, and we can go back to like glow, and then we can put like one that we want, right? Right, so we can put like this, make it bigger, and maybe put it here just so she stands out from the background. Go position to the back, or maybe more front, backward, something like that, right, guys? Something like that, right? I don't think I like that blur. I'll take out that blur. So this looks better to me. So Put the blur here. That's fine. Put the blur here. Maybe like that. I'm just gonna look through like these images. Okay, so we go edit image even, and we can go to like glow to make our element stand out better, right? Like I can make a glow like that. Black is fine too, right? Or we can do like white, maybe something like that, right, guys? So we can put it like that, and then we can put. Now we can search an element, or maybe back here, let's search for something like in astrology, right? Like we added all these cool free elements, right? See. Maybe space nebula is nice. This is nice too, right? We can even make this like you can even put this for like the back of the journal, right? Like a cool design like that. Let me see. So let's get something like this, right? So I'll go back into Canva. I'm going to upload it. Okay, guys, so I'm going to put the nebula in. All right, we can put it like this, and we put over her. Go position to the back, right? And that might look a bit more like graphic-y, right? So put that there, and then we could add this, right, as an extra element, and go position to the back, right? And I can add it like, make it minimal transparency. And then there you go, guys. That's like the front of it. Okay, and that took us about like roughly 15 minutes. So as you get used to this, you can just see that you just go simply head into Canva and just go to rawpixel.com and or use Canva elements if you want and just paste in different elements and get layering, right? So I've taught you how to like layer with like different elements, right? And then and just how to build out from there and build out your spiritual aesthetic, right? So from here, we can go to text, right? And go add a text box or add a heading. And I'm just going to put something like really easy. I'm going to use this font, Callum. I'm just going to put like moon journal. Okay. Go to a moon journal, right? Or you can put affirmation journal, whatever you like, right? Let's put moon journal there. And then that's it. You can guys add more elements if you want, but I showed a basic way of how you guys can do it. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go to I'm just going to download that, right? You can increase the size, right? But I think that's pretty standard for Printify, 2500 by 2500 pixelations. I'm just going to download it. Okay, I'm going to go back into Printify, and I'm going to go ahead and upload it from my device. Okay, so I paste it in, and now I can go ahead and just like resize it. Right. So I got the dimensions off a little bit, guys, but just play around with it. Like I said, you can like they have the type of resolutions here and everything. I'm just kind of doing it like my lazy way. Yes, this is fine for me. Like I don't mind if it stretches a little bit onto the spine because it's just like black. Um, let's see. Okay, so this is generally fine, right? Um, okay, so this bleeds onto the spine a bit, so maybe just put it back a little bit, but that's generally fine for me, right, guys? So you might want to reposition it. Go background color. Okay, that's better actually. So hold on, this is better. Just gonna make it smaller. Okay, so there you go, that's better. Okay, so there you go, guys. So you see I made it fit or whatever. So yeah, that's just my way of doing it. So now for me, it's pretty much good to go. I'm going to go ahead and you can add a design. What I like to do, like my personal choice, I could add like a little design in the bottom corner, or you can put any design here in the back, right? So I'm going to go ahead and just upload like any image I have. So let me see. Okay, guys, I've pasted like this moon face. So I'm going to go ahead. You can put it in the center here, right? Put like, oops. Put like refill to center, and then you could even add a custom text, right? But that's how I do it, right? So from here, you can hit save product, right? And you see now, my bad. My bad, guys. So it's in reverse. So let me just move these. So the first side is the back, and then is the front. My bad. Okay. So the front and back. Okay, I just did it very quickly for you guys, just save time. So here we go in the front and back, right? And then it's now going to go save product. And here now we have a beautiful like journal design, right? So go see it, and they have cool like mock-up photos, right? So now you have this cool moon journal, right? And now like you have buyers so excited to have like a moon journal or whatever journal you're creating for them. That would be the back, and you see they have like see that's like really cute, right? So go ahead now you can sell that, right? I think the base price is like $10. What was it like? Yeah, like $15. So for drop shipping, like I personally like to 3 times the price, right? But it's whatever you prefer, right? So you can sell it for like 30 or you can sell for 40, 50, 60, right? But I go over pricing more in the program. So here you guys have it, guys. We have our finished product. Within 20 minutes, we were able to quickly go into Canva and put together a really cool looking moon journal, right, guys? That can like always sell. And then so you can go ahead and Etsy and create like 1,000 of these, right? But differently, right, over time, right? And then you guys can get selling. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. And if you guys are interested in my program, I have Etsy Quantum Sales Program for new or existing sellers on how I receive like 10 grand months, right, in sales using organic traffic only. So I don't pay for ads. I don't pay for my inventory, right, guys? I do everything without investment. I just use more organic strategy and blueprint, right, guys? So if you're interested in that and the way I personally do things, if you prefer to be coached by someone through something and like to like get in my vibes, get in my energy, right? And that will help you achieve what you want and have that support and coaching, feel free to see the link in the comments or the description, right? And I'm always happy to help. I'm answering any questions in the DMs or in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you guys enjoyed this free training. It's super valuable, I think, because that was like very minimal time put in, and if we can just go ahead and continue to execute these, right, and just you could also hire someone to make them for you, right, based on this video, go ahead and get selling on Etsy, right, and then and my program definitely goes into more detail, right, in terms of like what keywords to use, right? And like what niche, like how niches work on Etsy. So yeah, so that's all. And I hope you guys enjoy this training.